Men want peace from their women. Commonly said. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm going to tell you what the fuck that means, because people, even men, don't know what that means. It's true, but we still misunderstand it intellectually. We do not mean that we want an end to drama. We do not mean we want a woman who is calm and rational, who does not interrupt us when we're trying to relax and have a good time. We do not mean that we want someone who's not mercurial and overdramatic. We like that stuff. Women are supposed to be goddamn fireworks. You explode with rainbows of colorful emotions. And we can't take ours away. We're enthralled by you because of that. We don't want that to stop. That is not the peace we're looking for. The peace, from a man's perspective, means no competition. We go out there our whole lives competing to survive. Survival of the fittest. We got to compete to put food on the table. We compete for the woman we want. We got to compete all the fucking time. We're competing. Competition can be fun. A football match can be fun to play. But it could also be tiring. And it's nice to go to a place where we don't have any competitors around. Because as long as there's a competitor around, now we're in competition mode. We can't fully relax. We want a place where we can go and not be in any fucking competition. You know why we want to hang out with our friends? There's no fucking competition among real friends. You can play a board game. You can play charades. You can play video games. Not fucking serious life competition. Game competition has no stakes. Okay, no real stakes. So we don't have to stress about it. So it's fun. But real competition is fucking life or death. You're gonna put food on the table, you're gonna pay the bills, you're gonna become homeless. Are your kids not gonna get the medical care they need because you don't have the health insurance because you lost your job? It's fucking brutal. We don't get that with our friends. Good friends don't compete for the same goddamn woman. They're not working at the same job, competing for the same goddamn promotion. Which is why, by the way, there's a limit on how close you can get with your work friends. With your friends, you can fucking let that all go. You're not competing for anything with them. You don't have to put forward an act or an image. With competitors, you gotta be on guard. What do we do with competition? We don't show weakness. We want a place we can go and just fucking let all that go. Let all that go. No competition. But she can dance around fucking going ballistic because, there's a dirty spoon in the sink. She can be pestering you to take out the trash when you're trying to watch the game. That's fine. We're usually pretty damn happy to go take that trash out. If we have to be home and we can't stop being in competitor mode, to never get a break from it, even in your own house, that wears on you so fucking much. And now you're trying to watch a game and just have tunnel vision on the game, away from the competitor you got. You got to try to ignore that she's even fucking there to get yourself out of competitor mode just a little bit. And then she says, hey, take out the trash. Well, now you're back in competitor mode. You fucking resent being asked to do something because you're in competitor mode. If you weren't in competitor mode, you'd be saying, yes, dear, I love you. Let me do that right away. And the reason men get upset about these things is not because of the thing itself. We're not mad being interrupted to take out the trash. We're not mad about anything if she's not a competitor. If she's not a competitor, it's all fine. It's all fine. But as long as she snaps us back to that stressful competitor state in our own goddamn home, in our own goddamn personal life, no one told us that suddenly your home stops being a non-competitor zone. Because before marriage, living alone, that was a non-competitor zone. We had hours of just being in non-competitor mode. Now we're always in competitor mode because now we're competing with our woman. Oh shit, no one told us that. Competitor mode comes from any shared roles. Any overlap in roles means there's a balancing. Who's contributing enough? Who's earning enough bread? That's why relationships worked when people had separate lanes, separate roles. Any overlap puts you in competition. And then you never get a goddamn break 24 hours a day in your own goddamn home. That's the peace we want. That's the peace we want. No competition. This means separate lanes. Going back to traditional gender roles, those are very well-defined, separate, big lanes to be in. But it's not the only way. The two best marriages I ever saw that lasted decades till death did them part, the woman went out and had the job, and the man fucking stayed home, sat on his ass, didn't even do chores much. She also handled those chores too. She was pissed off about how hard she was working all the time to support him and do the cleaning and the cooking and all those roles too. She bemoaned that left and right, but was so fucking in love, and he was so fucking in love with her, and she wanted that love more than the free time, and it was worth it to her, and neither of them ever regretted it. Because what they really got from everything, they got separate roles. Fair is not as important as generous. If you demand fairness in your home, you're not going to get generosity in your love. If you're demanding fairness, you're in competition with them. Fairness is what we demand from competitors, not from lovers. Create separate lanes. Sub-lanes can work. If you earn the bread just to pay the rent. I earn the bread for everything else. You handle the kitchen, I handle the bathrooms. Separate lanes and no changing lanes. You're going to be evaluating. Is this lane division fair? Are you just back in competitor mode? The only way you avoid competitor mode is no lane changes. Put in the fucking marriage contract. Separate lanes. It started out that way implicitly. Everyone knew what roles they were signing on for when they got married. Now we don't know what the fuck roles we're signing on for. Lane review? Just remember, if you're wondering if your lane division is fair, you're in competitor mode already. And energetically, the partner can tell. Or worrying about a few minutes here and there, you're throwing away generosity. When you get out of competitor mode, now he can leave his lane and go help you. Not as a competition, not because he has to, because he's fucking generous. You're both gonna want to be generous. It's gonna totally change your whole attitude. You're gonna have a total attitude adjustment. Nobody's keeping score in generous mode. And you actually enjoy, are passionate about, love helping the other person. How about that? Actually, what's my favorite thing to do right now? I think it's going to help my wife out with some of her chores. That would be my favorite thing to do right now. Yeah, that's literally what you could have. And you're going to throw it away to nitpick fairness of separate lanes. Penny wise, pound foolish. Killing the goose that laid the golden egg. Yeah, that's what we've got nowadays.